Within the vibrating walls of the matrix, currency is far more than a simple utility. It is the primary neural network of the demiurge. To the sleeping soul, money appears as a neutral means to acquire bread and shelter. But for the awakened infiltrator, the monetary grid is revealed as a series of digital and psychological tethers designed to anchor the spirit to the heavy density of the 3D simulation. The demiurge governs through a logic of scarcity and complexity, selling a narrative of financial literacy that appears helpful but is designed to keep the mind trapped in the basement of the simulation. This narrative utilizes the keep it simple, stupid principle to brand the soul as stupid or incapable. This initiates a psychological downgrade, forcing a multidimensional being to identify as a mere consumer struggling with temptation. While the soul is busy counting pennies, researching banks, and obsessing over emergency kitties or 5% expenditure rules, it fails to notice the louche siphons in its own life. The system creates an emergency the moment an emergency fund is filled, and utilizes interest rates as time taxes to eat the future before it even arrives. Narcissistic partners and social obligations are employed as biological drills to create holes in the soul's financial bucket, ensuring the struggle frequency never ends. However, the spark of the true source views this entire system as an illusory glitch in the eternal field of abundance. Where the demiurge sees debt, the awakened mind sees only a vibrational mismatch. True liberation does not come from having a large bank balance, which is merely a larger cage, but from becoming vibrationally slippery. This path begins by withdrawing the emotional tax paid to the archons. When a debt notification arrives, the awakened soul views it with clinical indifference, treating it as a meaningless variance in a corrupt stock audit. And by refusing to produce fear, the soul starves the machine. As an act of spiritual infiltration, one must capture the siphon, taking the very tools the archons use for distraction and transmuting them into currency to fund an exit. Use disciplined focus to manage the 3D world, while the higher mind remains focused on the gnosis of the truth. Realize that true value is not a number on a screen, but proximity to source memory. By aligning with high-frequency gateways, the soul moves into a state of provision that bypasses the sweat and struggle mechanics of the demiurge. In the final stages, the debt anchor loses its mass as the realization takes hold that nothing is owed to an entity that does not exist in the real world. The Greatest Deception Decoded, 2020.